Black and White Publishing presents The Hunger Habit, Why We Eat When We're Not Hungry and How to Stop, written and read by Judson Brewer. To Jackie, Rob, and to all who have had fraught relationships with food. Introduction. Jackie's story. Jackie, a 40-something dog-loving yoga and mindfulness instructor, felt like a fraud. Even as she led her students through classes on acceptance and equanimity, she was hiding the fact that her own heart was far from tranquil. Beneath her calm exterior, she was battling a toxic cycle of shame numbed by secret eating, which cycled back and fed more shame. She feared she was losing not just the battle, but the war with herself. Jackie's complicated relationship with food went as far back as she could remember. As a child, she'd been a slow and picky eater. Her well-meaning parents used to encourage her to eat more and be quick about it, so she tried to please them by picking up the pace and quantity of the food she ate. When Jackie hit puberty, her body started filling out along the lines of the rock star Pinks. When Jackie looked in the mirror, she didn't feel like a rock star. Instead, she felt dismay. She didn't want to look curvy or muscular. She wanted to look willowy and ethereal, more Gwyneth Paltrow than Pink. Jackie wasn't overweight, but like so many adolescent girls bombarded by images of slender celebrities and models like Kate, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels Moss, she felt life would be happier if only she could be thinner. To reach her goal, she started restricting the amount and types of food she ate. Instead of ordering fries and a soda when she went out with friends, she'd order salad and drink water. Her careful food choices did leave her thinner, but not necessarily happier. During her teenage years, Jackie started spending more time with her friend Alice. Alice had recently lost a family member and was going through a period of depression. Jackie could relate. She seemed to feel bad about herself all of the time. Together, the friends realized they could numb some of their miserable feelings with food, a lot of food, eaten all at once. They began binging wildly, smothering their negative emotions with chocolates, cake, and fries, all foods Jackie had been so careful to avoid in her quest for a thinner body. Because binging didn't solve all their problems, Jackie and Alice also added cigarettes and alcohol for good measure. As Jackie got older, she went back to eating less and less so she could maintain what she felt was a normal weight. Before long, her focus on restricted eating became a full-time obsession. She thought about food, especially the food she was keeping herself from eating, all day, every day. It was as if her brain had been hijacked by these intrusive thoughts. She needed to take control again before she crashed, so she doubled down on her careful eating. She got so good at restricting what she ate, she could go the entire year following a strict diet, but then would have an epic blowout binge at Christmas. Restricting her eating to this extreme worked, sort of. Jackie stayed slim and told herself she was in control of her food, which made her feel in control of her life. That lasted until she quit smoking at the age of 30. Without the help of nicotine as a stimulant and appetite suppressant, she quickly put an additional 40 pounds on her 5'2" frame, and her feelings of failure came rushing back. Family and friends didn't help matters. She caught them looking at her critically when they thought she wouldn't notice, and could swear they were whispering judgmentally about her behind her back. Sometimes they didn't even bother to hide it. One particularly harsh day, a family friend poked her in the stomach and said, "Wow, look how much weight you've piled on." As cruel as the world could be to her, it was nothing to how Jackie heaped shame upon herself. There were times where she felt utterly worthless. Jackie couldn't keep going this way. By the time she was 35, her restrict, binge, restrict cycle shortened from a year to months, to weeks, to daily. Monday morning would be her restrictive period when she carefully counted calories and managed what she ate, but by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all bets were off. She would gorge on whatever she could get her hands on, donuts, chips, Chinese takeout, and then start over again the next day.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?